We're having a snack attack today on Food's Greatest Hits. Our next super snack is a classic pairing that is greater than the sum of its parts. Like the burger and fries or milk and cookies, it's that party snack specialist we know as chips and dip. Chips and dip. Dip and chips, however you want to say it. It's snacking nirvana.
Chips and dip is one of those food that allows adults to play with their food, and it's okay.
I love chips and dip. You get the crunchiness of the chip and the sauciness of the dip, and every time you have a different chip with a different dip, it's a totally different flavor explosion.
Chips and dip became a thing in the 1950s when a recipe on the side of an instant onion soup mix called for the onion soup powder to be added to sour cream. The result? French onion dip. The original chips and dip.
If I'm gonna have onion dip, it can't be sitting out. There's something about cold onion dip and regular big potato chips.
Yes.
I think the thing about French onion dip is it's just kitschy enough to always be in style.
We only do onion. We don't stray away and go mess with any other.
We're not dipping in other places.
But what propelled chips and dip into the snacking hall of fame was the invention of television. Yeah, that thing you're watching right now. As the popularity of TV spread across America, people spent more and more time in front of the old boob tube and naturally needed something to munch on while they did. Yes, chips and dip are the perfect TV snack, but that's not going to stop us from trying to take the original to new heights. What our tasters don't know is that for our first dish, we're giving them a double dose of heat with a fiery dip and some chips that pack a serious punch.
Ooh. Hey, that's awesome.
It's the spicy shrimp chips and dip.
That looks great. We got some scallion.
I would say that's paprika.
It's actually a fiery cayenne pepper dusting on shrimp chips, which are made from shrimp paste that's deep fried, with a sour cream and Louisiana hot sauce dip garnished with scallions. But is there such a thing as too much heat when it comes to chips and dip?
Let's go for a dip.
Yes.
It's hot. Oh, it's got heat.
I love these chips. Very crunchy.
This is actually my first time having shrimp chips, and texturally, they're fantastic. Like, they're light and airy.
I want to say things, but it's so hot.
I love this dip.
Me too.
I'm still eating it.
This is totally like a sit in front of the TV and watch your favorite show, like food. For sure, right?
Just double dipped your way to my heart. Oh boy.
Aw, that's sweet. But you also raise an interesting point of discussion because when it comes to chips and dip, there are two kinds of people in this world.
There's one thing you don't do about chips and dip. You don't, under any circumstance, double dip a chip.
Double dipping? I got no problem with double dipping, man.
Like, I don't mind double dipping if I do it, but I don't really like it if you do it. Is that okay to say?
Well, for all of you who still need some convincing, our next mashup is for you. Because for this dish, we've come up with a sweet version of chips and dip that takes the idea of double dipping literally.
Oh!
It's the double dip.
Starting at the top down looks just awesome.
Okay, we got banana chips covered in chocolate.
Oh, that's right. We're taking double dipping to the next level with banana chips dipped in chocolate that you dip in French vanilla cream and chocolate chip dip. But will our tasters doubly love this double dip mashup?
1, 2, 3.
Whoa.
I am loving this.
I would buy a jar of that dip. I really like the idea of using the banana as the chip.
If somebody does have this at their party, whether or not I like them or hate them, they are on my Christmas card list because this stuff is the bomb.
This is one of the best dips I've had in my whole life. So good.
So our tasters love our first two takes on this classic snack. But now, it's time for the grand finale. What will our tasters think of our greatest dip-parture from the classic chips and dip? That's next on Food's Greatest Hits.